I'd like to keep enemies difficulty weak and Kingdom Party easy because I'm still learning how to do the Kingdom part of it. Today I'm going to be making a Ranger Flaring Warden from Dwarf, hopefully. I'm looking for a specific picture, but sometimes my custom portfolios don't show all the pictures, so I'm hoping I find it. Most of these pictures are quite nice, but like I said, I have one in mind. 'And there it is. Said I'm making a Ranger Fire Flame Warden. I wanted something that other people weren't doing to differentiate my channel. I'm not a mid-maxer, but I try to make this if I do what I can. $16, $14, $16, $10, $16, $8 seems to be a decent spread. doing any range, so I don't need point blank shot. Bandits and the Technic League, and the humans are feared enemies. I'm gonna make him neutral good, so I like to play the good guy in the group in the party.
This will hurt! You're done for!
And an old standby dwarven name that I've always used. There's a creation done.
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, heroes of all stripes gathered here.
Gotta love Lindsay.
Where are they? This is taking forever! It didn't even say what this was for, just that the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway? Rich folk?
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori Sword Lords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming!
Greetings, everyone. I am Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Salimius of Restov. Welcome to my mansion.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless, exactly what Restov needs.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the stolen lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder. Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the Stolen Lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands as their legal ruler. Any questions?
You're helping us found a barony. What do you gain from such generosity?
Don't ask stupid questions. Why should you even care? What they have to gain and why, that's for Lady Aldori and I to discuss. It's none of your concern. Your only concern is to swing your sword around, or whatever it is you do.
Of course, we stand to benefit from this enterprise. But if you're concerned that we intend to rule your country from afar, using you as a front, well, please know that these concerns are unfounded. Let's just say that we have a strong interest in the region's stability. We have need of a ruling power we can negotiate with, not bandit gangs and monster hordes.
It's clear as day.
Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time to get to know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition. I wish you luck.
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Restov, and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet. Go, and return in triumph.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a bard, though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this stag lord a lesson?
We sure will. Just wait. We've got plenty of great feats in store.
I have no doubt. Kind of related, I wanted to ask you something. How do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow? I think he's pretty obnoxious personally. He appointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is barons wear. Doesn't matter. I don't like him. I think you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs. This is the person I'll write my book about.
Wait, book?
Damn, I should have led with that. Please, just let me explain. You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly? And then I thought, I could be that bard. I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or, God's forbid, Tartuccio? No way.
Not a bad plan. It's settled, then. I'll accomplish the feats and you'll write them down.
Deal. All right. I'm going to my room to write about tonight. See you in the morning.
See you then. What's going on?
The mansion's under attack. We need to help. Some villains broke in and started killing everyone. I barely made it. Hurry, we have to help the guards fight off the attackers or we'll all be cut down one by one.
It sounds like you're telling the truth. see about not going anywhere.
Charge! We can do it!
Don't need the dagger. Let's check out my armor. This is slightly better. I believe. Yes, by 1 point. Dude, 2 things just weigh us down.
We cannot be defeated!
Charge him.
You're just in time. A bit longer and I'd have been... Whew, I don't even want to think about it. Can you imagine what a terrible loss this would have been? But it's all right now. I'm safe, sound, and unscathed, ready to lead you to victory.
Oh, wonderful.
Lady Jamandi's holding the line in the banquet hall. You know, the one where she had us gathered before. We need to make our way to her. And along the way, we'll try to save some of these dummies who are supposed to accompany us to the Stolen Lands. Speaking of dummies, take this ring. Quiet now, so that little fool doesn't hear us. She might try to steal it herself. It's magical. It'll protect you. You'll need it while you work to defend me.
I don't know, something just doesn't quite add up. Why would you be giving me a magical ring instead of using it yourself? See if there's any goodies back here. A book, some money, and a map.
It is done.
More money, ring.
I tire of waiting.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Strike with all your might!
Ooh, healing potions. These would be handy. Even a cure moderate. Alright, armor is useful. I'll take that as mace. I got chances. Ah, Emery. Looks like she's been busy.
It's the end for you rats!
Serves you right. And then our leader charged forwards. Hey, wait for me. I'm writing you out of our story.
Oh, it's you. Stay up from under my feet or I'll strike you down.
She doesn't seem to like it, Tertio.
Blood for Gorum!
Barbarians.
I think that's exactly how heroes should be.
What, stupid, sweaty, and always looking for something to gobble up or lop the head off of? Calistria, save me from such heroes.
Another healing potion. Nice. Daggers aren't really worth it. I hope you don't expect us to fight those bad giants. The question is, where'd Emery go?
Anything else?
Adventures await. I can't cast it like that.
You're but a footnote in our story.
Maybe I should change it to normal enemies for now. And if I start getting beat up, switch it over, because I'm beating these guys rather soundly. The door is locked. That's the armory that Tertio suggested.
Applause, please.
Ooh, a compound wall. I know, nice. Let's go. We found the key. Let's get out of here.
Oh, familiar faces. I hope you're not so frightened as to swing at every shadow. It's me, Jaethal. I don't recommend advancing down the hallway, assuming you value your life, of course. There were a few people with me, and you can see what happened to them.
And just how did they all end up dead while you don't seem to have a scratch?
I hate to admit it, but you have a good point, Tertio.
I'll answer but briefly and just once. Further scares and explanations will wait until we aren't being hunted by a group of assassins. Deal? All right. I'm undead. These traps are deadly to the living, but they're harmless to me.
What do you mean, undead? Really? Like zombies or skeletons or...
As I said, further explanations will wait until later. All you need to know right now is that we're on the same side, and we have to fight off a small army of hired assassins. Let's get to it.
You also have a point. We don't have time to worry about exactly what you are, just that you don't turn on us. Let's switch our formation up a little bit. Lindsay doesn't need to be on the front lines. Money and the card beads.
I see something.
Then go disarm it.
Anything is possible. Applause, please.
Well done.
Check that out.
Adventures call to them. Anything else?
No stopping now. What's that?
A trap. We'll get it on the way back up. Don't think I can use that.
Just letting the ink dry.
Lindsay, you want to try to disarm this?
Applause, please.
Well done. A couple scrolls. One of bless and one of shield of faith.
We will be victorious!
They really need to start asking questions first and then attacking us. You know, turn out better for them.
I can't cast it like that.
More healing potions.
Share your
I want to
will.
check this out.
We should move.
Statues.
Ask.
Try to turn this to now.
I'll make my own legend.
You have my attention.
I stand ready.
Request.
I tire of waiting.
State your desire.
This is my path.
found one.
Share your will.
One's enough for me.
Adventures alone.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
We won't falter!
Yeah.
Another healing potion. I forget what video I saw this on, but I saw somebody else's video that showed me the location of this thing that I just
Look here!
Onwards!
gold ring, and master blood sword. Master blood sword with the 100. Between Lindsay and realistically, we'll break that lock. This is how
March on!
Grotus, I can sense your silhouette hovering over me. It won't be much longer. You're wrong. Who would know better than I the severity of my own wounds? I can feel the last drops of vital force leaving me.
quit the act, stand and fight, or I'll really sleep to you.
How rude, speaking to a dying man that way. Look, I can't even move. What? It can't be. But I'm gravely wounded. I can't even stand on my own 2 feet. Watch. It seems I will live. I suppose I must postpone meeting my god. Not for long, I'm sure. But while we remain in this transient world, Arim is at your service.
Welcome. Now we have an Inquisitor and a Cleric. Our healing is as well taken care of.
You, run and get an axe. You, bring more water. You, stay here and hold our defense. Those assassins are still around here somewhere. Aha! Some of our guests survived. Good. You need to get to the banquet hall and help Lady Jamandi.
What's going on here?
Someone opened the gate, let in a group of assassins in the middle of the night. Now they've set the mansion on fire to cut off access to the hall. They don't want Lady Jamandi to get reinforcements. We cleared the passage so you can get through. Just try to avoid inhaling the smoke. We'll be right behind you. We just need to put out the fire first to save the mansion.
Where's the hall? How do we get there?
You'll have to run through the fire. We've almost put it out at the entrance, so your main concern should be to not inhale any smoke. Hold your breath and take the first right, then head straight down the hallway.
Thank you, I'll go immediately.
May Abadar keep you safe.
May Torag guide your hand. And so our adventure started earlier and much more tragic than we'd expected. The whole team who gathered in the hall yesterday had been reduced to but a handful of brave souls led by Braun. Not all but that scoundrel Petruchio, no matter what he might have imagined of himself. Jamandi Adori was waiting for us, but to get to her, we had to march through fire, literally. When we approached the burning building, we covered our noses and mouths before we rushed inside. We didn't waste any time. After entering the building and taking just a few steps forward, the wall behind us landed and crashed down with a terrible cracking sound, blocking the way. While we may not have planned on going back if we'd come in a little later, the flaming logs and red-hot bricks were falling right on our heads. Regardless, we were left with only one way to go. The hot air burned our lungs, and our eyes watered from the smoke. But Braun led us stubbornly through the flames, while Petruchio did nothing useful at all. We made it to the hallway leading to the banquet hall, when we heard someone calling for us. It was Raloy, one of the guards, that chatted with the West Bay bid in the banquet hall. Even then, in that calm setting, I'd been stunned to look at their beauty. But now, amid the smoking flames, she looked like a celestial avenger. An armored deity menacing but beautiful and merciful, descending from the higher spheres to help us poor mortals. She held a burned living guard in her arms. There are 2 more, she shouted as she passed by. They are wounded. Help me pull them out. Petruchio grumbled something about how Jamandi was waiting for us with Braun. Rushed to save the guards in the fire. I succeeded. Saving the poor fellows didn't take long. Together we lifted them up and carried them away from the fire. Only then did Raleigh pause to catch her breath and wipe the sweat from her face. Thank you, that was truly noble of you, she said. And now let us rush to Lady Adori's aid. During the guards, we rescued her relatively safe. We made our way to the hall where the battle was already in full swing. And there's the guards who rescued.
I tire of waiting.
Here. Let us strike as one!
What troubles you? Serves you right.
I deserve better. Leave this one to me.
You have my attention. You cannot stand against me.
think I'll take that for a memory. Some bracers. Of armor +1.
And Lindsay was called forth.
I stand ready.
Looks like I'll sort of a bit in that fight.
Thank you for your valor and bravery. The enemy was strong, but you were stronger, and that means I made the right choice. Just as I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage and common sense they showed while defending the mansion. But this attack means we have even less time than I thought. Someone already knows of our plans and is acting against us. You'll begin your expedition immediately.
Lady Aldori, please, I know who arranged this attack. The vile king of Pitax, Iroveti. What's more, I know who among us works for him. Hey, you! Show everyone the ring you're wearing. You think I wouldn't recognize Iroveti's seal? That's why he wasn't killed. The bandits recognized him as one of their own by this signet ring.
I have no connections to Pitax, but Tertio's name, accent, and clothes seems like he came straight from there, which of us looks more like they might be already spy.
Probably, yes. But this evidence is circumstantial at best. There's definitely a spy among us. But who? All I have is one word against another. I'm afraid you're both under suspicion.
I bet my life despise anyone but this man. I saw how he dealt with those creeps with my own eyes. A true warrior. I'd go with him through hell and high water. This purple crook, on the other hand, he's got the eyes of a spy and the mug of a spy.
If you want to help us, Emery, more power to you. You're welcome.
Lady Aldori, don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed his true colors. He forced us to break into the armory and rob it.
Forgive me for my trespass. In my defense, we were in the middle of a battle and I'm in dire need of weapons. If you want them now, we're more than happy to surrender them to you.
An attack is no reason to break into rooms in someone else's house and pocket their property.
That was a sound decision. Sometimes one must act at one's own risk and peril, until crossing the boundaries of what is allowed. Showing initiative is no crime.
It is insane when faced with death to stop and question whether you may be breaking some law or rule. Even more insane would be to ask forgiveness for making the right decision. Sorry, but your words display a lack of wisdom.
What about that trick he pulled right before we came in here? He knew very well you were fighting the enemy, but instead of rushing to help you, he dallied as long as he could, dropping everything to save people from the fire, even though the guards were handling things just fine. He was obviously hoping to show up too late and find you already dead.
People are dying right in front of me. How could I just walk by?
Trying to save others is commendable, but Tartuccio's right. You were needed here more.
May Shellen spare me from ever having to make such a choice, but he behaved decently as a true leader.
A true leader is someone who has their priorities straight, not someone who would put a valuable ally's life in danger for the sake of some servant.
Even servants had their life for it.
Enough squabbling. I'm still not sure which of you I can trust. However, the risk of entrusting the whole affair to a spy is too great. Here's what we'll do. 2 teams will head out. That way, I'll know at least one group can be counted on to serve my interests in the stolen lands.
Lady Aldori, Most of those who are to set off for the stolen lands have been killed. Those who yet live will require help. Please allow me to join the expedition.
I'm sad to lose such a talented warrior. But you're right, Valerie. They have greater need of you right now. Go, and may Abadar keep you. Which of the two teams would you prefer to accompany?
If my leader allows, I would join his team. He seems a worthy commander in my eyes.
Welcome aboard, Valerie.
Commanders, military leaders, all these laws and rules are but dust and vanity. I suppose I will accompany Tartuccio.
It's your choice, Harem.
Our leader is good in battle, but I don't like all the spiritual agonizing. I prefer those who can act without wasting time helping every little pipsqueak. Those like Tartuccio.
If everybody doesn't have their own worth of life to you, you're more than welcome to join the Tartuccio.
Ugh, Tartuccio's going to take the credit for himself and be done with it. Shellen, spare me from such allies. I'm going with you. You're a hero worthy of my quill.
Thank you, Lindsay.
I don't even need to think. I'm coming with this man. As for you, Purple Toad, just wait until we meet along the way. I'll be sure to hang your rotten spy guts from the trees.
All right, we have two teams. To avoid unnecessary conflict on the road, you'll each take a different route to the Stolen Lands. Tartuccio's team will go through Navacta's crossing. The garrison commandant will provide him all the help he needs. You will take your team to Oleg Leviton's trading post. He's been complaining about the Stag Lord's bandits for a while now. There, you'll be provided with all the necessary travel supplies.
Thank you, Lady Hidori.
Tartuccio, your words are quite convincing. But I can't afford to trust words alone. If you're really innocent, I hope you'll prove it with your deeds. While you're away, Keston will investigate the night's events and learn who in Restog is working for Patax. But you should know that it isn't just Patax we need to worry about. The royal house of Sertova may also interfere in our plans. I've managed to keep this affair a secret from them so far, but that can't last long. By my estimations, you have no more than 3 months. After that, any feats you accomplish will be pointless.
No pressure.
And now, farewell. This battle was but the first ordeal along your path, and you overcame it as true champions of Restov. May the obstacles that follow also fall to your feet. Fear nothing, my friends, and return victorious.
Surviving a terrible night, our small team set off to brave our fate. Beware, Stolen Lands. Heroes are on the way.
And here's where we'll break off the first episode. Thank you for watching. If you have any tips on how I can improve, please put them in the comments. Thank you. Goodbye.